To Sam McKinney and of course the good people here, including Tori Zell, who is just off for a break, and I'm making her work again. And believe me, the tip will be much better. We want to thank her so much for doing this work. Now listen, steel is what you do, and it's who you are. That's why I brought you here. And I sent you the tape that Ted and I did last night down there at Legacy Studios. And I am a big fan of Japan because of a number of reasons. And I'm going to go over some of their wonderful companies that are such a big part of the global economy, but especially here in our country. But steel is who you are. So Daido, Kobe, JFE Steel, and Nippon Steel were the big giants over there. Can you compare them to anything that we had in this country at one time as big, bigger than U.S. Steel? I mean, who are they?
Well, yeah. Of course, Jones and Laughlin Steel Company would equate with somebody like JFE. JFE has two basic plants, one in Hiroshima and the other closer to Tokyo. Large, very large. They produce 35,000 tons. That's tremendous volume. They do it in a high quality fashion as well. They do a lot of bearing steels, which is tightly specified. Has to be for the bearing industry. There is nobody in this country that makes bearing steels, 52-100 bearing steels, the equivalent of those in Japan. As a matter of fact, the only one making bearing steels in this country of late has been Republic Steel, and they don't do very much of it. And the quality of Republic Steel is somewhat suspect.
Now, assets as far as Nippon, 55.5 billion, down about 17%. They obviously the big player. When you think steel, you think automobiles, and coming up, of course, the Pittsburgh International Auto Show. I'm going to be there tomorrow at noon. One of my friends, Greg Grimes, operations manager for Ruralake Automotive, they have that great brand. It is Toyota. And I've learned so much from him and others about the work ethic and how it began for Toyota many years ago. And I have said Toyota has figured it out better than anyone, how the global economy is supposed to work. They've got plants there, they've got plants here, they've got people from all over the world getting paychecks from them, and they're selling cars all over the world. Number one car being sold worldwide. I love Toyota. By the way, their assets, 406.7 billion, up 5.5%. Tell me about the manufacturing, the automobile industry, like Toyota, Honda, Nissan, what they mean to the steel industry.
Well, obviously, I think I might have mentioned to you sometimes going by that Ford Motor built that plant in South America, in Brazil, and the plant employs about 9,000 people. However, in and around that plant, they are responsible for another 50,000 jobs as a result of that particular operation in and of itself. So the same is true of these companies in Japan. I think the auto industry, the steel industry and the auto industry in Japan are the main feeders in the entire country, and they have a lot to do with the deficits that we face from the trade incident with Japan. Our trade deficit with Japan is $69 billion in 2016. The total trade with Japan last year was $196 billion, as I said.
Explain that for the audience out there, because I mean, that may be a little hard to comprehend. It's a lot.
Sure. Simply said, Japan, we exported to Japan $62.5 billion. $62.5 billion. We imported from Japan $131 billion. The difference between the two is a deficit. That's 68 or $69 billion.
But of all the countries that may be getting a few more dollars than us, or yen, I can live with that with Japan, because I think they're about as friendly as a country to do business with. And that's what I've seen from afar, but you've done it up close and personal. Is that a fair assumption?
I think so. I think the other tie between us and Japan is the fact that the sea of Japan is not very wide. Not very wide, I should say. And you've got Korea on one side and Japan on the other. Japan desperately needs us to help defend that country in the likely event that there will be an attack someday from across the sea, Japan.
Do you think North Korea is a threat to them?
No question about it. No question about it. I think the first onslaught will be from North Korea to Japan.
All right, now listen, some other companies.
Harboring a lot of ill will going back to the days when they had a pretty fair war going over there.
Yeah, but you know, we all remember your history after World War II. They really downsized, in a lot of cases, got rid of their military. Japan is starting to kind of see the light now that they need to kind of start ramping that up again. But for the most part, they were just trying to get along and be as friendly with everyone as they possibly could. So Japan has been a good world neighbor as far
Oh, no question about it. A good ally for us, but again, they need us much more than we need them from the standpoint of defense, although from the standpoint of trade, very important.
All right, as I want to send a couple of other companies here: Sony, Hitachi, JX Holdings, Toshiba, Panasonic, Heavy Equipment, Mitsubishi, Kubota. You may have seen some of that great equipment down there at that shell cracker plant. But he doesn't seem, you know, they were talking about his administration being in total chaos and he loves drama. He says, no, he goes, we're a well-oiled machine. This is how he does business. And I think a lot of this stuff will start to settle. But the thing that I see, and the reason I brought you here tonight, the reason I was talking to Ted last night, I think he's very labor, manufacturing, middle-class job friendly. And I think some of the people like Justin Trudeau of Canada, Shinzo Abe of Japan, and Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, I think he is trying to figure a way to bring them more into the mix and make it more business friendly to thus resurrect the middle class.
Well, you know, one of the things that he stressed in his meeting with Abe was the fact that he wants Japan to spend more money on defense. In addition to the United States spending more money on defense as well. But he wants that alliance between Japan and the United States to be militarily strong.
Last thing for Dave Pasquale, many years coal-finned specialty steel, and I still think these are the steel companies that are going to rise from the ashes in a big way once we get going. What do you think needs to happen to see the steel industry start to become more global friendly, to where we start having some balanced trade, to where we're making as much as we are spending to bring in steel?
Well, I think for one thing, you know, we're not going to be competitive with Japan on some of the specialty steels like 5200 bearing steel that I mentioned earlier. We're going to have to modernize our steel making facilities and become more productive, like the Japanese. I think the Japanese, the Turks are also a very formidable opponent or competitor when it comes to steel making.
What about Russia?
Russia is a formidable competitor, not so much as Turkey or even or China.
Really?
No, not nearly as much, and Japan. So I really am keen on Japan's ability and their dedication to producing good quality steel. I think, although they're somewhat tons oriented, they are superbly quality oriented. And for that reason, you know, I've learned a lot about the Japanese in the last 10 or 20 years. Have some very good relationships with people in Japan. I think I've learned it helped me in some of the things that we did at Colfin from the standpoint of quality control and the quality of product that we put out the door.
Ladies and gentlemen, Dave Pasquale on Global Business, and of course what binds us all. And if you're from Western Pennsylvania, somewhere along the line, someone in your family did or still is working in the amazing business that is the steel community. Good night.